Alrighty, we have an outlet here, but we have outlets here, so we're going to put a wall light here. So we're going to take this outlet out, and we're going to put a wall light here with a switch down below. And we'll look and see if we have a ground in here. If we don't, we don't. So this black wire is our live wire. Now we'll look our white. I'll clip our black wire shorter here because it doesn't have to be this long. I'll stick our wire nut on there just so it doesn't touch something we don't want to touch. We're going to open up our opening over here. And we're going to cut a hole down here to put our switch in. Okay, so we're going to use a metal box here. We'll put it right below here. We'll trace it out on our wall with a pencil. I'll mark here and down here, and I'll measure, cut across here, here, and I'll cut that out. Okay, so I'm going to drill into my corners here. Make sure I'm not going to go too high. There's the top one. I'll cut one in the bottom here. Same over here. One over here. Okay, so I'm going to use my keyhole saw, and I'll cut across the bottom here. Cut across the top. Then I'll come down the side. Here. Okay, I'll take our box here. I'll just make sure it's going to fit. Oh, it's going to fit nicely in there. So I'll take and get my brackets tightened up here so that the box is flush on the wall. I'll drop my wire down I'm going to be using. Here in the country I was born in, we use a 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps, which this is, 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps. Black is live, white is neutral, the bare or the green is the ground. Red and blue are also live colors. However, you may find white live in a switch loop, such as what we're going to have here, and in a 240 volt circuit where the appliance does not require a neutral. So we'll drop our wire down. Okay, so we have our, I'm going to pull this up some more. So I have enough wire to ground to my box and to my device. So I'm going to clip off all of my debris here. Now I'm going to try some brand new wire strippers I just bought. I got these at Walmart. They are made by Hart, and they seem to be a pretty decent pair. I had a pair before, but I lost them, so we're going to get a nice new pair out, and we're going to use them. Clip off our end here. We're going to strip with our new wire strippers. So we'll bring our wires into the top of our box here. We'll bring in about 1/4 of an inch of our Romex into the box. We'll bring it in like that there. We'll take our I'm going to take the side off this box here. I'm going to take it off so you can see what I'm doing inside. Okay, so we have to ground our ground wire around the ground screw here. We'll close it around our screw, the direction our screw turns. So that's what we want right there. Put the side back on here. You can gang these boxes bigger to add more devices like multiple switches or multiple outlets. Okay, so these are our box holders. They come in a pair like this. You can get them at Lowe's. You just simply put it up in the wall like this. Push back on the box, bend our tab over, and you just push it down some here. Squeeze, squeeze, make sure those fold over nicely. We'll do the same over on this side here. Push it down. I'll bring that shorter piece down, so I'll push. I'll pull out, push back on the box, bend it over, pull out, push in, bend it in. Now I'll just squeeze it in nice and tight like this. So now our wires are far and clear from everything. Okay, so you always strip with the hole that matches your wire size. So we're going to be using 14, which is our third hole up from the bottom. We'll just unlock them there. Take off about an inch of our insulation. So first we'll start with putting our bare ground wire around our green screw. Close our loop the direction our screw turns. I pull out on my device so that the copper is under the screw head all the way around. So it looks like that there. That's what we want. We'll flip it around this way. And it doesn't matter which screw you put the black or the white on. So this is a case where a white wire can be live because it's a switch loop. Now if we have some black tape or black marker, I'll remark this white wire so it's marked live. If I don't have it, I'm not going to frustrate. I'm not going to carry on. You just don't have it. You just don't do it. But I want to. I'd rather do it because it's the best thing to do. So I get my wire around the screw the direction our screw turns. Get our copper under the screw head all the way around. Okay, there's what we want right there. Well, thankfully we have some tape. Blue is also a live color here in the country I was born in, so we'll use some blue. We don't have any black tape and we don't have any red tape, but we'll be thankful for what we have. Blue is a live color, so we'll use blue. Okay, so that's how you remark the white wire live. So now we can push our wires into our box. So I'll fold our black going down and our white going up and push them back in here. We'll keep our ground wire back here and away from everything. Get our box nice and straight. I'm just going to push this back. Here in the country I was born in, for your single pole switch, up is on, down is off. So we'll stick our cover on here. So we got our switch all done. Okay, so we got our switch all done, so now we'll go back up here and get ready to do our light here in a bit. Okay, so now we'll get this wire into our box here. Yeah, tighten the screw on the bottom here. So I gotta tighten these top screws up here too. That wire's down into our box a little bit better here. If you look at these brackets here, you'll see where it points up, so you put it in the right way. So the longer one always goes up. Well, you know what? We may not be able to get it in there because there is a big old beam in the way. You know what? You don't frustrate. You don't carry on. You just go without if you can't. If you can. Oh, we got this one to go in. Hey, we got one in. That's better than nothing. Nope, there's a beam sitting. So, I can't. I'm not going to piss them off because you know what? That's not going to, nope, it's not going to go. So you know what? You just don't piss and moan. You don't complain because you know why? It will not accomplish anything. Absolutely nothing. So you know what? I'm not even going to care about them. We'll just put our screws back in and hope for the best. If I can screw into something, good. If I don't, it's the brakes. So you know what? You don't piss and moan, you don't complain, you just be thankful. Hey, I was going to bite into something. Good. Okay, we bit into something there. We'll get this wire stripped here. I like this little hook knife so I can get it in the middle and keep it in the middle. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to remark our white wire live. We're going to use a piece of blue tape. And our black feed wire is going to go to our white switch wire here. So we'll slide this back up into our box here. So we'll get our wires stripped here. We're down the same length. Okay, we got them the same length there. We'll just line them up, make sure they're even. Okay, I'm going to just shorten these up a little bit. I just had my brand new wire strippers in my hand about 2 minutes ago, and right now I have no clue where they are. But you know what? I'm not pissing and moaning. I'm not getting upset. I'm not carrying on. I'm just going to use my old pair. Okay. So we get them lined up and even like this. Put our wire nut on, and make sure it goes on nice and tight. Okay, now we have our white wire, which is going to go to our light. So we'll push this back into our box here. You never piss and moan and complain and carry on, because it's just not going to do anything for you. It doesn't do anything. It does absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So why even bother? Okay, so we have our white neutral from our line here, and our black one coming back from the switch. We're going to shorten this up just a bit here. And this is our black line wire, so back to the old wire strippers. You know what, I'm not even going to care if I never find those other strippers. I'm not even going to care. I'll just go buy another pair. Because pissing and moaning and complaining does not help you. It doesn't accomplish anything. But fortunately I found them because I set them down under something. So quite often they show up, but when they don't, you know what? They don't show up. So we're going to strip our wires longer here. We'll take our white neutral wire. We'll get our insulation even at the bottom, and we'll twist. We'll get our strands and copper even at the top. Get our insulation even at the bottom. We'll stick our wire nut on here. On there nice and tight. Push it back into our box here. Okay, now we'll get our black wire up here. Get our insulation even at the top. And we'll wrap our strands around like this. Get our copper even at the end here and our insulation even at the bottom. Take our wire nut, make sure insulation going into the bottom of the cap there. And push this back into our box. And now we can put our bracket on here. So this is our bracket that our light fixture will screw onto. Okay, we'll take our ground wire, we'll go around our beam screw here. We'll close our loop the direction our screw turns. Tighten it up. And we'll leave this up here a little bit. And now we'll take our ground wire, we'll wrap it around our bare copper wire here. Get our copper even at the top and our insulation even at the bottom. Make sure they're perfectly even like that. Stick our wire nut on here. Make sure it's nice and tight, and we can push it back into our box like that. And now we'll straighten our bracket to fasten our light. So I'll get this straight here. And I'll tighten it with my flathead screwdriver to lock it into place. And now we'll just take our little nuts off of this here. And we'll set our light on the bracket. Okay, so push our wires back into our box. Make sure they go into our box where they're supposed to go. And we'll set our fixture up on the bracket here, like that. And we'll put our nut on here. Now I'm going to get a nut driver and I'm going to tighten these up with a nut driver. Alrighty, I found a nut driver and we'll just tighten our nuts up on this here. Now we put our globe on. Stick our globe in here like this. Stick our little ring down in here. Put our bulb in. I don't know if this bulb is any good. Nope, this bulb is... Oh, our bulb is good. So, peace. Thanks for watching. That is how to install a wall light here in the country I was born in. Alrighty, so that is how to wire a wall light from where there was a receptacle in the wall using old work boxes with box holdits. You take the black live wire, you hook it to the white switch wire, remark the white wire live with either black, red, or blue tape. Then you put the black and white wire on the switch, and at the switch again you remark the white wire live with some blue, red, or black electrical tape. And at the light fixture, the black one coming back from the switch goes to the black one on the light, and the white one on the light goes to the white wire from the power source. It would be the same if it's that single pole switch was the first switch in a three-way switch loop. The light would still be wired the same way. Peace. Thanks for watching.